What's up, everybody? Your boy the E-bike guy, and today we're gonna be working on this monstrosity right here. So this is the Scorpion X by Juice Bikes. I sold it to a friend, and actually to my friend's dad. Let somebody ride it, and it came back like this. So we're gonna go ahead and do some inspection right here. As you did, I did a short on this e-bike. Still works and everything. You turn the key and the motor goes, but unfortunately all the spokes, almost like 90% of the spokes have broken in this wheel. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking the hub motor off. We're going to repair the spokes, and we're going to be doing it outside. It's a little bit hot, but we're going to get it prepared so we can get this bad boy fixed and send it back to the dad so he can continue riding his e-bike. And hope he learned his lesson by letting other people ride his bike. And because they don't take care of it like they're gonna do, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and fix it. It's pretty stuck right now. Let me see, it's still okay. Yeah, I think most of the spokes are still good, but we're gonna reuse. We got brand new ones that we're gonna be using. Come in the box, so we're gonna go ahead and get the box, open it up, see what we have inside, and we're gonna repair this wheel. I'm gonna get my impact wrench and throw these nuts off. And we're going to set the motor to the side. Now, the reason why I'm doing this because it's a pain in the butt to actually get this motor cable up through here, up on the seat, because this is where the control lies, up on the seat. And it's just a little bit pain in the butt. So we're going to just do it, set it to the side, take the tire off, the tube, throw away this wheel, and we're going to get right to it in repairing this hub motor. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so we inside the house. We're going to see what's inside the box, which I already know what it is. I ain't even opened it up yet. So I had to order this from my supplier. And we are going to open this bad boy up. I'm going to try to get this done this week. I'm going to scoop my seat back so y'all can see. Alright, so I do have a controller. I had ordered a controller with the wheel, so it is all taped together. So let's put the box to the side. That's a 7235 controller that was free, actually, because I overpaid and a little bit, and she just gave me this far drive 7235 for free. And we're gonna put that down, and let's go ahead and get this wheel. They taped up pretty good, really good. I am pretty impressed. So we got a brand new wheel. And make sure this bad boy didn't get damaged at all. We should have some spokes with this too. Let's see. So I might not be able to put this wheel on until I get the new spokes. But we do have. And I'll let her know tonight that I'm missing the spokes that came with this wheel, because all I got is the wheel itself. Definitely gonna need the spokes. So yeah, but this is the new wheel. And all right, oh, there we go. All right, so that's a brand new 20x4 wheel. All right, let me make sure that I didn't miss nothing, because yeah, it's supposed to came with new spokes and everything. So I didn't get the spokes. Let me see if they're in this box right quick. Hold on. Ah, we got the spokes. So she she put them in the dang controller box, so I had to get them out. We got the 7235 controller, we got the wire harness, and then we have the spokes So yeah, I was kind of nervous a little bit. I was like, whoa, where the spokes at? I thought that had been like taped up, you know, on the rim or something like that. You know, I thought that probably been taped up on the rim, but apparently there was in the box. I said the box was kind of bulky. So I was like, let me open it up and make sure they inside the far driver controller box. And sure enough it is. So we got new spokes and new nipples. So we're gonna replace everything with new spokes and new nipples. So yeah, I'll be selling this controller to anybody that wants one for the low, for about maybe 40 bucks. And you gotta pay shipping. So let me know if you need that. But yeah, so we got that. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking that wheel off, the old wheel, and we're gonna install this one on the motor. As upon taking the wheel off, you see I had to cut some of the spokes off, but look what all the nipples fella. So the nipples all in there. See that? All right. All right, so we got the hub motor cleaned up. We got a new wheel. Okay, and so now we're gonna start lacing this wheel. Now it's gonna be a straight up and down pattern, not the cross pattern with the spokes. So these are little short little buggies right here. And I'm just gonna do it right here. So it's pretty cloudy. And we're gonna just start lacing this bad boy up. And probably get it to Roy's house and start, you know, getting it trued and stuff. And we're going to and fix it up and get ready to return it back to the customer. All right, so I got the hub motor laced up with the new wheel and the new spokes. There we go, looking nice, looking nice. All right, now we're going to try to put the tube on, and we're going to put it back in the dropouts on the Scorpion X. Well, I got the hub motor back in. You can see right there. All right, she's nice and tight. I got to zip tie the motor cable back up to the dropout or the frame, and I got the battery on the charger, so we can go ahead and test her out. And got the BMS on, and then we're going to go ahead and dust her off, test her out, make sure she rides good, and then we're going to call the customer for them to come get it. Yeah, I'm trying to get these bikes out of the way, but so because I'm actually moving, and yeah, so less clutter to actually move around. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy charged up, and we're going to test it out. All right, so we're going to get ready to test ride the Scorpion X. Now, for the newcomers that just come on to my channel, as other people know, this used to be my wife's bike, E-bike mom, and it didn't have that bulky 52-volt battery. What I did is I sold it after she got her new bike, the Bentley Secret 21, which is sitting over there with the baby seat. We recently sold this bike to my buddy's dad, and he was complaining about the range. So on my video, I had made it a little bit more, you know, more range. So instead of the, I think it was like 15 amp hours, something like that, I think I brought it up to a 20 amp hour setup using the same cells. And we put a 1,000-watt hub motor. I think that's 15. I believe that's a 1,500-watt hub motor back. It's been a while since I did this bike. But anyway, so as y'all know in the videos that the rear hub motor spokes was really bad, and actually fixed that. And now we're about to get ready to take it for a test ride. Now I did charge the battery, so the battery's fully charged. We're going to be riding around this neighborhood, this beautiful neighborhood, and we just got done selling in. You know, we're not selling too much. We still got a lot of stuff to put up. You can see over there is my RC car stuff and my e-bike stuff over there. Battery sitting down, and still got a lot of stuff to do in the garage, but got a big ass house. But we're gonna be taking the Scorpion X for a ride, make sure everything's good, so my buddy can come pick it up so his dad can ride. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, and we're off. So we're actually on the Scorpion X, giving it a test ride, and pretty much it's doing pretty good since I laced it up. Now this has a square wave controller, because you can hear that little buzzing noise in the back where the hub motor's at. Now we're on speed 2. Now we just pedal speed 3. And we're gonna give a little test drive down this way right here. Oh yeah. Yeah, they need a new grip. Their grips are worn out. I gotta let them know that because of the fact that it's leaving a black residue on my hands. But anyway, so this is a nice neighborhood to actually ride your e-bikes, walk. A lot of people own ATVs, which is I do, and we just like it out here. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say dreaming about, but I always wanted to stay in a neighborhood where a lot of people have you know, ATVs and stuff, and you know, they congregate, you know, they walk this lake right here, and it's fun out here, you know what I'm saying? E-bike kid and his sister, they actually riding e-bikes on the street we don't have to worry about traffic, anything like that. But so yeah, but anyways, so the Scorpion X is doing pretty good. It does have a little wobble though, and maybe the tire's a little bit off, but nonetheless it is running. So they'll have to just probably get somebody to true it or get a new tire or something like that. But anyways, yeah, me and some of my subscribers, we ride this lake right here on our e-bikes, and it's very peaceful out here. Yeah, I had this bike for a long time, and I finally sold it, and it's still riding pretty good. Even the battery's holding up. It's been about a year or two since I had it, so it's giving me a little thump. I don't know if that was a BMS kicking out, but never. It seemed like the power was kicking off and kicking back in. So I don't know if that was a, you know, e-bike thing, but they had it on mode 2, mode 3. It could be, yeah. I don't know, that was voltage sag. That could be voltage sag, let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, we probably got a little voltage sag that it was cutting off and on. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I did charge it up. I don't know if I written it or anything like that, but it's certainly riding pretty good. Now, it maybe use another battery, but it wasn't doing this before that power cut off. It'll cut off and come back on. So I don't know what that's about. Now, there is a lot of trails out here. Actually, there's one right here. We can explore right quick. Never been down this trail right here. And I pretty much, good suspension. So I pretty much mapped out this whole area that we was, you know, riding ATVs on. All right. So yeah, this is what I like. It's you know, even though I was born in the city, you know what I mean? I always like I always like being close to the city, but actually being, you know, close to the wilderness, something like this. Now, I've been seeing a lot of deer. Wife said there was some bears. I have yet to see one, so I don't want to see one no time soon. So they do have a lot of pathways that you can wheeze in and out and everything too. You know, that's you know what I'm saying, it's something that you can actually ride. You know, you can ride and enjoy yourself, you know. Very quiet. Little to no traffic out here. And just, you know, just fixing these e-bikes and getting to try them out and everything is really pleasant, you know. I used to be fixing ATVs and stuff, and I done quit that ever since I got into e-bikes. It's just so quiet. You don't really disturb the neighbors or anything like that, and it just it's pleasant to ride, you know. That's why I'm making my battery a little bit more of a range. I call it a range defender more than anything, you know. So, house for rent. Anyways, But it's nice though. I mean, you don't necessarily have to go fast. If you live in a neighborhood like this, you don't need an e-bike that goes about 100 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? An e-bike that does about 35, I think it's plenty. You know, plenty of speed. Don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, going too fast. You can't slow down and all that stuff, you know. So, all right. So, I mean, the more content I make, I can actually you know, make more videos instead of the same old video, you know, that I was living in those apartments, and then, you know, same old roads, same old routes. Now I can make more content, you know, with more sight to see, and eventually it's going to get to the point where y'all see the same old too. But this neighborhood actually has 3 lakes, so it probably won't get boring as much as it did when I was using my other videos on, you know, saying when I was living in apartments. But those videos actually was of all my e-bike, and it does like highway speeds, you know. So it could be a little different though, you know. But in some videos I'll be, you know, going back over towards that way, doing some ride videos like that. So it'd be a mix of everything, you know. But this video, we're just testing out the Scorpion X just to see how it's performing, and it's performing pretty decent, especially when you give it up some. Yeah, especially when you give it up to go up some hills. It has got a lot of voltage sag, so you gotta be easy on the throttle. And that could be the battery. That battery is pretty old. I don't think it's charged up fully, but I will let them know that it's going to be time to and it might not be the battery. It could be the controller. I don't know. It doesn't do it when I give it half throttle. But it says I got full battery, so it got to be voltage sag. Yeah, voltage sag. Let me see here, 52 volts. So this is a 52 volt system right here. So, anyways, they're gonna need some brakes. They'll need some better brakes. And yeah. Oh, let me get off this. So it's still a little bit more some tinkering, but that's what happens too when you have a bike this old, you know. Batteries start to deteriorate, and you know you're gonna have more voltage sag than normal, and when that do occur, you're gonna need to actually invest in a new battery or repair the one that you have, you know what I mean? So that's one of the symptoms that you will have when you're having issues with power cutouts like that, or you hit the throttle and then your voltage sag more than normal. And this is the case with the Scorpion X, that we're experiencing a lot of voltage sag. So I'm thinking the battery is a little bit on the tire side, and eventually it's going to need to be replacing or rebuilt. So I'm gonna let the customer know that the battery is getting old and it's going to need to be rebuilt soon. But like I say, his dad is a lot lighter than I am, and I'm at 200 pounds, 215 pounds. So his dad is about like 168. So it's going to be a little bit lighter. Won't create more voltage sag than I am as riding this bike right here. So, but with that being said, I will let him know that that's what's going to happen in the long run. That's going to need a new battery. But anyway, so that is the little video on the Scorpion X. We replaced the rear hub motor. It was damaged, badly damaged, to the point where we couldn't even use the rim. The spokes was all stripped out of the nipples. We had to replace the whole thing. So we got a brand new wheel, new spokes, and well, the tire's a little bit on the same, so we didn't replace the tire. But nonetheless, the bike is riding, and you know, and that's it. So I have some more videos. I got another video that we replaced the control on that. We're gonna do a test ride on that. Also, we're gonna be test riding a ton by Icon that I recently sold to a customer in North Carolina, and we brought it back. I'm gonna be fixing it up. We're gonna be testing it out, make sure everything's working. We're gonna be selling that bike. As a matter of fact, it is up for sale. And if y'all interested in buying that bike, y'all can hit me up on my email address at the E-bikeguy08@gmail.com. And it's gonna be the price of the OG tummy bike. So it won't be the price of the Icon model. It's an Icon, but it's been reduced to the price of the tummy bike OG. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it right here. This is the beautiful A1 Park lakes. There's about 3 of them. As y'all can see, we're gonna take a walk over here. There's a trail that goes around this lake that we ride, that people ride ATVs. As y'all can see right down here, you know, side by sides, they have Jeeps. They also have a beach over there where the lady's walking with her dog. There's a little, you know, little beach area where kids can come and play, fish and everything. So this is my neck of the woods right here, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably gonna be staying here forever, probably till the day I die. But hopefully, it won't be anytime soon. But anyway, so let's get back to the house. I'm gonna conclude this video right here of this Scorpion X build for this customer. Replace the rear hub motor, rim and spokes. So anyways, this is E-bikeguy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.